All right, so I'm having to do this video with all the extra background noise because I'm just using my phone. But yes, I have the MPC Key 37. No, it was not given to me by Kai. You guys already know on my channel I haven't received anything for the most part that I haven't put out for myself. Now I will say I have gotten rid of the SP. It's not that I hate it by any means. I know once a year, Roland's going to give you a solid update. You're going to get little fixes here and there when there's problems, but you're going to get a solid update at least once a year. Um, Akai, Akai did this. No, I'm just kidding. They really did, and it's not because I didn't think this is useful. This ability here. Well, there's twofold. Let me talk about it. One, I needed a keyboard, and I've complained about every keyboard I found. I knew already that I liked the feel of the keyboard on the 61 as well as this one. 61 was just way too big. You see, I barely can get this thing in frame. And then the other keyboards I had were small, and I liked the portability, but I hated other things about them. For instance, I never liked the pads on the other ones. They were okay on the mini keyboard. They're not bad. I just didn't really want to use it. And I just wasn't interested for a long time. I wasn't even interested in really the workflow that involved here. But because this thing, they fixed the MIDI in here and it works in Ableton, I can use it with Ableton. This to me is more interesting for me to have. Um, we are also, I had already prior to having this, I had most of the plug-in packs, including the stems. The only one I don't have right now, I got Jura with the purchase of this. So they gave it, I won't say nothing is free, but it's like a free plugin. So I got Jura, which I was waiting to get. And then what else did I? And so they obviously it comes with I think 8 of them, and then you have to buy all the rest of it, right? Comes with their basic stuff like their drum synth, their bass line, that stuff. But I had the OPX4. I already had that. I already had Fabric XL. I already had the stage piano, the strings, the organ, and I had the electric piano, Fabric electric pianos too. And so yeah, there's some of the other plugins I don't have. I'll worry about that later. Like I want the Delay Pro that they offer. I really just want it because I want to try some of the potential things I could do with sampling and using delay over it. Kind of fun stuff you can do outside of being in the DAW. 1 second while I take a drink because my throat's a little dry right here. All right. What else can I say? It's small, but it's not small, if that makes sense. So it's a little less than 6 pounds. The red is not as bad as my eyes were thinking. When I see people's videos, maybe it's because their lighting is really good and it was making it pop. But this red is not that bad. It's like a matte red, but it's not bad at all. Not in my lighting, at least. It don't look that way. I do like, I mean, obviously the MPC screen, I've used the 61, so I'm not completely new to this keys and all this. Flavor Pro, I love Flavor Pro. It was one of those day one things where I bought it, and the Mini D. I also have bought that. Like, I think those were probably the first two I bought, actually, if I'm not mistaken. And then I ended up getting a package deal on the rest of them. So had them for a while. Never used them in the DAW because I have so many other better plugins than those. But I started thinking, I need a keyboard. I need something small that's not overly massive. And yet this new firmware they're about to drop, the MPC 3.0, at some point, it looks nice. And it's what I wanted from Akai from a long time. I like a linear view. Just give me the linear view like I work in the DAW. So when I'm away from the DAW, then I would have it. And it's the same reason I won't touch the push right now is because until they put some type of linear view in there where I can work on a timeline, it doesn't appeal to me. So they added, the things you needed. And of course, I kind of knew getting in that it's going to be a wait time on getting to use some of these new features, I'm willing to wait. I am signed up for the beta version. I'm debating whether I'm watching other people go through some things. I'm debating whether I'm going to be on the beta, because I noticed a lot of the guys that are on the beta have been MPC users for a while. They have multiple MPCs. They don't mind putting it on there. So I may wait and just let them kind of do that. I may get involved in it. I don't know yet. I'll wait and see. But I know right now this is a good controller for me. I don't know how much I can program. I know the wheels will work. Maybe the transport will work. Obviously, I can use the pads and different. But what's cool about this is the pads core respond to. I'm shaking this. I'm sorry. This thing is really getting bad. I'm gonna have to buy one probably next month if I see a sale. The holder for my phone that I'm using to video this. So I'm running this little bitty speaker, same one I had. I'm gonna be using the iPad sometimes in sampling. I'm really excited about the easier workflow. I don't care for the workflow in here. It's not that I can't do it. I know how, but I just, once I look at it and get started, I'm like, all this button mashing that I'm doing, it's worse than the SP for me, just because I can do it so much quicker in a DAW. But for now, this will be fine. I'm okay with just using this. And I understand, you know, my general basis of how to work around if I need to load a sound, whatever the case may be, you know. Sometimes I don't know why it does that. Go back. Huh. I'll have to figure out little kinks and things of that nature. Could be something I'm doing wrong though. Try not to play too hard right now because I don't want this camera shaking on y'all. I love that warm sound. And they don't, I mean, you know, when I first tried them, I was like, eh. And they're still, yeah, compared to like a Keyscape or something, you know? The pitch wheels are a pitch wheel and the mod wheel are amazing. If I want to just come in and practice something and play without having to use the computer, I got that in front of me now. Whereas with the SP, was all sample based for me. I would not put a keyboard to that thing because it just, you only had 2 octaves and you weren't going to be able to do much. With this new workflow they're coming out with, I can get further in this. I can actually do more of the music in the box, which is what I wanted to do, which is why I've always not wanted to get into the MPC workflow. And I know people say you can do it. I get that. I don't want to do it that way. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's not possible to do it. But yeah, the touchscreen is definitely phenomenal. I have the little sleeve over. Probably will leave it over for a little while just because I don't want to collect any dust. And honestly, I'm mostly really concerned with, can I use this in my DAW? So I'm going to do something real quick while we're sitting here. I'm going to put Keyscape in. Just want to test it out, see if it's... See, right now, I'm still not seeing how I use it as just a straight MIDI controller. And that's where what I gotta work on is figuring out how to set that up. I know it's possible. It recognizes it right here. I can see it in the MIDI input and output that is there. It's just, I'm not seeing. So I don't know if it's like I have to put it in a certain mode. When you go to the where is it at? The main menu. There may be something in here. There's probably something in here. I know I got to set up MIDI control. That's probably what it is. MIDI input. Oh, so the pads are set on channel 10. That's kind of normal for them to do that. Let's see if I switch this over. Q links. numeric sample. Okay. All these have CC numbers, it looks like. What I'm just looking for is just basically being able to play the keys in here. Pad, perform, mix. Looks like they're giving you controls almost over everything. Assignable stuff. I was hoping this thing would, and it tells you which CC they're on. If it's the Q links, it tells you other stuff. Control. So I'm not sure. I'm not trying to set anything. MIDI learn, hardware, exit. I don't want to learn any of that. I just got to figure out how you go in and let's see, preferences. Let me see if I. Oh, that's to move stuff around. I don't want to do that either. All right, preferences. So let's see, MIDI sync. Here we go. Global MPC keyboard, USB port. So there is Bluetooth in this. So I think what I'm gonna probably have to do, I'm gonna have to really look up some information on this because I don't know it that well. As far as I guess you could sync it. But I don't know how to do this, guys. I'll be honest. I'm not there yet. I'll get there. I just got it, so I gotta learn it. And when I say learn, I gotta learn how to sync this up, make it work. Cancel that. So that'll be on the next video. I just wanted to show you I'll be working with this. I got another thing coming for you guys to look at the end of the week. I think Friday, maybe I'll do it in a video on Friday. I'll be doing a few videos with this for a little bit, just showing the work in progress for anybody that may be interested that never really messed with MPC. I'm not going to do no deep dives. There are some guys out there, you can watch them that really know what they're doing MPC wise. I'll show you how I'm using it. I'll definitely do that, but I'm not here to compete with nobody that's an MPC head that knows how to use them very well. For me, it's a MIDI controller with extra benefits down the road as they improve the software on this 3.0, which is really what I'm looking forward to. And in the meantime, in between time, I'll use what I know, record maybe some parts and send them over. I know I can export. I know that they have a step sequencer built into it. I know you got the piano roll. And I think that is all for this video. And until the next one, I'm out.